You've reached that point of know, like, and trust. This is now somebody that you've had several conversations with. You've maybe given them some value where it was possible for you to do so. Maybe even you've referred business to them, and you are ready to sit down and leverage that relationship. It's not a give and take, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. Remember the law of reciprocity. You've given to them, they want to help you, but a lot of times they're not volunteering to help you because they don't know how they can help you. We have to teach people how to refer to us. We have to teach people how they can help us. So when you sit down and you say, you know, I am in the process of expanding a referral-based business, and I think you know a lot about what I do already. I was wondering if we could have a short conversation about anybody that you know that I might need to talk to. And you know, when you say, who do you know, even though we already know that everybody knows an average of 250 people, what happens? If I look at you and I say, okay, Bill, tell me who you know, right off the top of your head, who do you know? Give me names. His mind just went blank. I guarantee it. All of a sudden,
yes, it did.
he knows no one, right? He can't think of a soul. And yet, I happen to know that Bill's a top connector. He knows more than 250 people. It's just because I asked him to think of one, and I asked him to think of one in a context of who he can refer to me, and suddenly he doesn't know anyone. But what happens if I give him context? What would happen if I said, Bill, who do you know who you play golf with? I know you golf regularly. Do you usually golf with the same 4 people or the same 3 other people, same foursome? You know, do you usually golf with other people? Now Bill's got people going through his head because he's not only thinking of who he plays golf with, he's thinking of who he calls if one of his foursome can't come and play. He's thinking of who he runs into at the country club. He's thinking, okay, so he's starting to think. And if I say to him, Bill, you know, I know that you still keep in touch with some people that you worked with back in the Anheuser-Busch days. Who do you know that you're still in touch with from Anheuser-Busch? Is there anyone in that group that I might be able to help? Oh, now the wheels are turning. You know, I know some other organizations that he's active in. All of a sudden, oh, we have context, and he's building sub-lists. And you know what? I bet if I kept going at that exercise, Bill would come up with 250 people. Now, I can't help all of those 250 people, and neither can you. But out of those 250 people, you think he's not going to be able to think of a few people that I would be able to help? And you know what? I'm not going to leave it in his hands. I'm actually going to set it up for follow-up, and I'll tell you how I do that.